Hepinize merhabalar arkadaşlar. Ekran Kartı kanalına hepiniz hoş geldiniz. Sevilen serimiz Hogwarts'ın devam bölümüyle karşınızdayım. Bayağıdır Hogwarts çekmiyorduk. Sahurda boşluk olunca Hogwarts'a da devam edeyim dedim. Bölümümüze geçmeden önce hepinize her zamanki gibi ufak nazik isteklerim olacak. Yeni gelişmekte olan bir oyun kanalıyım. Beni desteklerseniz çok sevinirim. İzleyenler abone olursa, like atarsa, bir de yorum atarsa çok sevinirim. Sizleri seviyorum. İyi seyirler. Hemen videomuza geçelim. Evet, kaldığımız yerden devam edelim. Bakalım ne görevlerimiz varmış.
Revelio.
Bakalım ne görevlerimiz varmış. Görevlerimiz. Buğa dolu kız. Herboji dersi. Baykuş postasına bakalım. Lucas Bradley'den gelmiş. Bradley'den gelmiş. Yeni bir okul şampiyonumuz olup olmadığını görmenin zamanı geldi. Çapraz asaların son turu için benimle her zamanki yerde buluşun. Ayrıca eğitim mankeni hala mevcut demiş. Tamam. Görevlerimize bakalım ilk önce. Atılmam gerekiyor demiş. Bu ne demiş? Yani ilk önce derse gidelim bakalım. Evet, ilk önce dersimize gidelim, sonra maceraya atıralım. Neymiş lo o? Hoş gelmişiz. Bakalım tuvaletlerde ne var? X'e basınca kullanayım mı? Sifonu çektik. Bayağıdır oynamıyoruz, biraz unuttuk da bakalım nasıl olacak.
She growing Punja's onion again?
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here, you'll need these for today's class. A little treat
Bu
for
ne,
your
kabak
auntie.
mı?
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bowl. Now then,
Slytherin ile iyice arkadaş olduk
acquainting
ya.
ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root.
Arada da kayıt ekranımı kontrol ediyorum, o yüzden kafam bu tarafa dönüyor.
Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now,
Neil olsaydı
everyone,
şimdi bayılırdı burada.
grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go.
De bizim başımıza geliyor zaten böyle şeyler.
Splendid work, everyone. Now for our next task, we'll be planting dittany
Hemen
at our
gidelim.
potting
Profesörle bir şey de öğrenmedik ama.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom.
Babamız
I've arranged
bitkilerle
for you to
kafayı
have your
bozmuş.
own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or rose.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
Bir totunun 10. özellikleri bilmem ne. Ektik abi işte.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hemen gidelim abi.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the
Ya
way.
kısa kes ya.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good.
Önümüz
Thinking
yavaş
about
yavaş
how I slaughtered
artıyor.
him, it was brilliant.
Oh. Well,
Neymiş abi?
thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Ne diyorsun abi, peşimizde dolanıyor ya.
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a fight. We Gryffindors fight with honor.
Nerede abi bu diğer Sera? Lan bu bizim peşimizde mi dolanıyor lan?
Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping. Go on, grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind your fingers. I almost lost a thumb once. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Nasıl yapacağız abi bunu? Alet çakmadan bir Çinli anı seçmem lazım. Onu hedef kuklaları fırlatmam gerekiyor. He, alet çantasını basmak için. Alet çantasını nasıl açacağız abi şimdi? LV'ye basın diyor. Bastık abi. Evet abi. Allah Allah. Nasıl yapıyoruz abi şimdi bunu? Çin lanası ile LB.
Look at that.
Okay.
They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but
Abi
they
bizi
left her
yemesin
hopping
bunlar.
daffodils in tatters.
Allah'a geliyorlar.
Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My
Ha,
kind of
küfür etme
plants.
lan.
Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such.
Biliyoruz kardeş,
You
biz
can't be
öldürdük.
above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
That helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves. I shall end our lesson.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits.
Ablamızın saçları halay çekiyor
As you
ya.
do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime.
Abla
I so
bizle
enjoy
flört etmeye
checking in
çalışıyor
with
herhalde.
my new students.
Okey abi, şimdi gidelim diğer göreve. Ana görevlerimizi yapalım abi. Ahşap gözlüğü şu an takmayacağım.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as friendship.
Ugandalı kızla görüşmeye gidiyoruz abi. Abi açık dünyası müthiş ya. Çok geniş yani oyun. Mükemmel. Bilmiyorum, birçok olumsuz yorum da gelmiş oyunla alakalı. Öyle çok etkileşime geçemiyoruz falan. Biz daha çok işte dersler isterdik, bilmem ne, okulda böyle açık dünya takılmak da. Bu bir simülasyon oyunu değil sonuçta yani. Bir hikayesi var. Ben gayet sevdim oyunu.
My parents visited the school.
Burası Hagrid'in evi değil mi abi? Abi buraya koşarak gidersek çok uzun sürecek ya burası. Uçsuz falan yok mu? Allah. Bakayım şu an bunlar toplayamıyor muyuz? Asamızı da elimize alalım, öyle buralar tekin değil yani ha. Hoppa bunlar da. Lan, ne yapıyorsun lan burada? Yürü lan burada. Ne geziyorsun burada bu saatte? Ya buraya acaba uçuş tozuyla gidilebiliyor muydu ya? Biz şuralardan gidelim. Yağmur da yağıyor abi. Üstümüz başımız çamur oldu hep. Burada bir keçim var. Ne var abi burada? Sürekli range oynadığım için alıştım yani. Onu alamıyoruz mu? Götüremiyor muyuz?
I should investigate.
Geldik Ugandalı karnı yani.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Gelemiyorum şu uçuş tozunu şimdi
Hello,
açtım.
Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to
Ha,
Hogsmeade.
ne
I
yaptı
am
da
well,
iyileşecek?
but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
I've
Söyleyemem
never
abi
met
sır.
Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in
Ne
Hogsmeade.
fark ettin abi?
You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Andalı bu
Rookwood
tehlikeli
and Harlow
olabilir.
are a dangerous pair on their own, and the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well,
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus
Aferin
Harlow
kara
runs
kız, cesur
Rookwood's
musun?
day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
that may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime,
Eyvallah,
remember,
Karagöz, eyvallah.
I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on
Yani
your
et-
guard.
Yani 500 kilometre yol yürüdük. Bunun için miydi ya?
I beg your pardon. How dare
Uh-huh.
you threaten me?
What's going on here?
Yabancıya yardım edelim abi. Merlin'in yanına gidelim. Şu sürekli Merlin'in sakalı, Merlin'in sakalı. Neymiş abi bu? Gidelim abi. Şu asamızla bir çekelim abi. Nerede bu? Çekerim emaneti,
They must
dürtüklerim
have come this
adaleti.
way. Think!
Ne oluyor abi burada? Hayırdır?
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to.
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your
Maskeli
time.
maskeli bunlar.
Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
Students, you can't be serious.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Incendio.
I've seen better.
Yerden yere vururum böyle. Çakal oğlu çakal. Paslanmamışız. Aha bu kim? Rookwood geldi. Aha.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Bu neymiş abi? Yeni bir düşman türüyle güncellendi. Düşmanlar hakkında belirli izahatları tuttu.
Time to teach. We can hold them off.
Abi bunlar sürekli geliyorlar abi.
You'll take this student off of my dead body. I ain't keen on.
Wretched weed.
you go. Repair it.
Kar bize yardım etti en azından biraz.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Sakin ol teyze, kurtardım seni.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous.
Bu kara kızın yüzünden.
Best
Bizi
get
buraya
moving
çağırdı.
on my research before they
Okulda söyleseydin
return.
ne söyleyeceklerini.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them all around the area. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that mallowsweet is an
Mallowsweet?
versatile herb.
Have a good
Merlin repeatedly mentioned
Lang
it
lang
in
lang
his
lang lang lang
writings.
lang.
I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
Adam abi
This
biraz
trunk.
langıdı lang lan.
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Abi nasıl çözeceğiz abi şimdi biz bunu? Merak ediyoruz da biz bunu...
These pillars are pyres, and pyres are meant to be lit.
Ha.
Incendio!
Hani yakılmıyor abla. Abla seni yakacağım şimdi. Buradan bir şeyler yakmamız gerekiyor. Bu mor alanın içinde mi arayacağız abi bir şeyler?
about these pyres?
Incendio!
Herkes şekeri yerleşmeye çalıştı ve çok bir şey oldu. Merlin bulmaca. Tamam abicim de nasıl? Bir şeyler var ha, bu ne?
Reparo! Levioso!
Conjuring fire might work. These are pyres after all.
Incendio!
Ablacım ateşi böyle yakıyorum ben. Allah Allah.
Levioso! Açiğa! Incendio! The flames make the pyre sink.
Bunları yakacakmışız ya. Bulduk sonunda. Ama yaptım ben daha önce de bunu.
How beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
Merlin'e bakalım, gitmiş Merlin.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to
Görüşmek
meet
üzere
you.
teyzeciğim.
And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Şu oyunun grafiklerine bir bakalım ya. Bu grafikler biraz bozulmuş gibi geldi bana. Ultra'daymış, Allah Allah. İksir sınıfı. İksir sınıfına gidelim abi. Evet, farklı mücadele tamamdır. Şimdi biz bu uçuş tozuyla gidemiyor muyuz abi? Çok uzaktayız yani ya. Yasak orman değil. Hogwarts haritası diyelim. Yok pardon, yanlış yere geldik. Hogwarts haritası. Tozuyla gelemiyor muyuz abi yerlere burada? Abi buralarda hiç uçuş tozu Aykhane Yol kavlusu yok abi, buraya gidemiyoruz. Abi biz buralarda sanki şuraya bir yere gidelim ya. Şuraya bir yere hızlı seyahatle gidelim ya. Koşmayalım 500 kilometreye.
Say I was sorry.
And you also went on to do the exact same thing.
Boy,
Can you help me?
Might some kind soul help me?
Spare a moment? I could use your help.
Ne yapıyorsun? Namaz mı kılıyorsun lan?
Aurors or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade.
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look suspicious and
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld
Abi her sene Hogwarts'ta bir tane sakat hoca olacak kesin.
You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Neden bilmek istiyorsun kardeş? Hayırdır?
Why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. You remember me, don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah,
Anlıyorum
yes.
seni Weasley.
We met in the common room.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
Yapsak mı, yapmasak mı acaba? Yapamam.
Very well. I'll bring you a fruit
Yapamam dedin.
Brilliant!
Orası işte otur.
Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Keep your potion stable.
Ulan ne kadar büyük tohumlar ya. Cübbeyi de çaldık hocanın odadan. Kardeşim özellikle de gece erken saatte dükkan akı için yapılan şüpheli teslimattan nedeniyle artan bir hareketlilik var. Dükkanın itibarı hakkında bildiklerimizi göz önünde bulundurarak dükkanı zaten izlemekte olanlara katılmak üzere daha fazla sehirbaz ekliyoruz. Siz de yeni eklenenler arasındasınız. Diğer talimatlar takip edilecek. 1875 yılındaymışız bu arada. Nerede tutuk burada mı?
Prepared witch or wizard always has a few potions on hand.
Here's the flopper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Endurus potion, and I'll tell you when this...
Biz de bir Ederus hazırlayalım abi. Nerede hazırlayacağız abi? Şurada yerimize gidelim.
Proficiency and potions are two things that cannot be rushed.
Evet abi şimdi
Have patience and be thorough.
Ederus iksiri hazırlayacağız abi. Demlenmek üzere.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an oracle. Get it! Not again!
Oh! No! Dragon Dog! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
Yavşağın yüzünden bizim de başımız belaya girdi.
I brewed an Endurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew
Yakalandık. Ben biliyordum işte yapmamamız gerekiyordu. Aptala yatmayalım abi adam biliyor şimdi ya.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you.
Nereden Hintli fışkırıyor ya.
I'm Amit, by the way. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
Sir Nicholas, our house ghost, is looking for you. You can find him near the Great Hall.
Ugh, my robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration.
Abi Sir Nicholas bizi niye arar ya? Gidelim Sir Nicholas'ın yanına. Neredeyse başsız Nick ne istiyormuş bizden bakalım. Bak ne diyordu? Bilek sadece saf kanları gözetir. Abi şu oyunun kusursuzluğuna bir bak hele ya. Adamlar yapmış abi ya.
Hey, it's me, Gareth. Do you have a moment?
You there? Yes, you. I wonder if you might come with me for a moment.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Yes, Sir Nicholas de Mimsy Porpington, at your service.
Nice to meet you, Sir Nicholas.
I know about the book you found and its missing pages. I may be able to help. Follow me, if you will. It's not too far.
Wait, how do you know about the book? And that it's missing pages?
Word gets around amongst the ghosts. You were spotted with Mr. Sallow in the restricted section. Don't worry, your secret's safe with me.
Böyle bağırıyorsun herkes duydu amına koyayım nasıl sır bu?
This may be a leap, but I believe I know who ended up with those pages. I'd be happy to take you to him, if you'd be so kind as to perform a small favor for me along the way.
A small favor in exchange for getting those pages.
Yes, it's nothing really. I'd be grateful if you could simply go into the kitchen and procure a little rotten roast beef.
Çürümüş büftek. Hayalet diye çürümüş istiyor.
I beg your pardon. Roast beef. Rotten roast beef.
That is correct. Rotten roast beef. If one floats through it just right, one can almost taste it.
Ugh. I suppose I can do that. But why me?
It's simple, my young friend. My ghostly form cannot carry it. Now, if you'd be so kind as to collect the roast beef, I shall explain everything else in due course. Ah, here we are. Tickle the pear and head on in.
Did you say tickle the pear?
Yes, in the painting. I'll wait right here. Do try not to get in the way of the house elves. I'm already imagining the sweet aroma of rotten roast beef.
A student
never will
in the
understand
kitchen.
students.
What could they
Plenty of
want?
delicious food and what found themselves a bit peckish likely.
Certainly
how
makes Rookie's job easier.
It smells glorious in here.
Abi çürümüş büftek nerede ya?
Pardon me, but can you point me to the rubbish?
Nonsuch was just about to dispose of today's collection. It's towards the back. Help yourself, I suppose.
Abi Dobby ne güzeldi ya. Bunlar çok çirkin ya.
Here's some beef, but it's not rotten. I'd best keep looking. Revelio. Ugh, there's a disgusting smell. I must be getting close.
Oh, a student? What a treat! What can Finky get for you? A pumpkin pasty? Perhaps some Welsh rabbit?
Sounds lovely, but what I really need is this rotten roast beef.
Ah, Nick sent you, didn't he? Please help yourself. Finky supposes Nick's tired of loitering about, simply to experience the faintest memory of the taste of food.
It was nice to meet you. Thank you for the beef.
Happy to help, and to meet you as well. Please give Nick Finky's regards.
There's nothing like a meal prepared by a house elf.
Bak harikaymış ya. Hogwarts'ta o harika yapılan yemeklerin arka planında küçük dobicikler varmış.
Ah, you're back. No trouble, I take it?
Not at all. Finky sends her regards, along with the rotten roast beef.
Ah, glad to hear it. Kind elf, Finky. Now, let's get that beef to Sir Patrick Delaney Podmore, and you'll be one step closer to finding those pages.
This is all rather cryptic, Sir Nicholas. What's going on?
Terribly sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Sir Patrick organizes the Headless Hunt, a group of headless ghosts who gather for various, headless activities.
Headless activities?
Yes, you'll see. Anyway, I don't know how, but a member of that hunt, Richard Jackdaw, had the pages when he was alive. My plan is to take the rotten roast beef to Sir Patrick so that he'll allow me, us, to engage with the hunt and speak to Jackdaw. Shall we?
Is the Headless Hunt dangerous?
Oh, the Headless Hunt wouldn't hurt a fly, let alone a student. Just a group of fun-loving headless ghosts.
What am I supposed to do when we meet the hunt?
Allow me to do the talking. They can be a rather supercilious lot. I'm certain they'll be welcoming to you, however, in no small part due to the rotten roast beef you will come bearing.
Very well. I'd like to meet Sir Patrick myself and see this Headless Hunt.
Ah, wonderful. You won't regret it.
Bakalım bu başsız av neymiş?
Do stay behind me. It's Sir Patrick we want.
Oi, Nesta, look who's here.
What have we told
Adamın
you
kafasını
merely
fırlatıyorlar
headless
aralarına.
Nick?
Hello, Sir Ramsed. Do let us pass. We've brought a little something for Sir Patrick.
Probably come to try to beg his way in again.
Do they always talk to you like that?
Ah, all in good fun. Once Sir Patrick lets me join the Headless Hunt, I'll be right there with them. This offering is sure to win him over.
Ha, aralarına katılmak için
Rest
bizi
assured, you'll have
kullanıyor.
your information from a young Jackdaw in no time. Wherever he may be.
What I'd give for a flagon of mead or a nice leg of lamb right about now. Then this party would be complete.
How about the next best thing, Sir Patrick?
Ah, Sir Nicholas. And a student. Who let you in?
We brought you a gift.
This is all very suspicious. What do you really want? As if I need to ask.
It's Richard Jackdaw. Where can we find him? May we speak to him?
Jackdaw, eh? Why, here he is now. What a shame. Without his head. I bet you've always wondered what that's like, eh, Nick?
Sir, you jest.
It's bound to be around here somewhere. Probably being used in a game. If you find it, I give you my permission to speak with him, my young mortal. It's the least I can do for you for bringing this putrescent gift home.
Sir, there's another matter I wish to discuss with you, if I may.
Tut, Sir Nicholas. How many times do I have to tell you? Our entry requirements are quite clear.
But, sir,
we aren't the headless except for a little bit of tendon hunt, after all. Now, please, follow me and I shall help you find your way out.
Farewell, my young friend. Perhaps your luck with these chaps will be better than mine.
My mortal life was never this entertaining. A fine night for revelry. My mortal life was never this entertaining.
Ulan tam anlamadım ne yapacağımızı ama.
Who will be next to play our little game of hide and seek amongst the pumpkins?
Hello again. Can you help me?
Ah, Sir Nicholas's young friend. Has he abandoned you?
Not at all. I need to speak to Richard Jackdaw. Sir Patrick said his head might be around here somewhere.
Indeed it might be. It is a bit unorthodox to include a mortal, but if you do wish to speak with him... Oh, why not? You can speak with Jackdaw if you can... Not just once, but 5 times. Good old Dumfrey will move the head to a different spot each time you find it. Those are the rules. What say you?
If that's what I need to do to speak to Jackdaw, I'll do it.
Marvelous! Of course, a mortal holding a wand has an advantage over us ghosts. You can simply blast away to your heart's content. Remember, the game's not over until you find him 5
Tabakları
times.
patlatıp kafaya bulacağız abi.
Begin!
Discovered already? Looks like we need to find another pumpkin to hide in, eh, Jackdaw?
Whatever you say, Dumfrey. This is not my finest moment.
Keep looking. You're sure to find him. I've never seen a blade like this. How delightful.
Abi nerede bu adam kafası ya?
Is it over yet? Are we still...
I've never seen it played like this. How delightful.
Oh, what fun! A student is playing!
Kuzundan kafayı. Kırdı abi bu kafayı ya.
A student is playing!
I've never seen it played like this. How delightful.
Nerede lan bu kafa?
A student is playing.
A mortal would be so good at this.
Protego!
You've almost got him.
Did I come back?
It won't be long now. You'll find him.
Easier than it's supposed to be.
Nereye götürüyor abi?
Well done. Of course, having a wand served you well. Still, I believe congratulations are in order.
Not too bad for a mortal. Now, say what you need to say to old Jackdaw here, hmm? You've earned it.
Nicely done. But what's going on? You're not a member of the Headless Hunt.
No, I'm not. Sir Nicholas said you might know the location of some pages I'm looking for.
Merlin's beard. I know precisely the ones you mean. I pinched them from Peeves. How could I forget? The map on those pages led me to my demise. I was not ready for what awaited me in that cave. The pages are likely still mouldering away with my, remains. Quite a final adventure, I must confess.
The pages are why you lost your head, and I must visit a cave and search for your corpse.
Yes. You'd think a decapitated ghost would get used to the word. Say, here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you where to go?
What will I find in the cave?
Aside from my mortal remains, if I remember correctly, some treasures, a magical bridge. But what kind of an adventure would it be if I spoiled the surprises for
Hiç
you?
ölmüşsün, söylesene.
Did someone in the cave cut off your head?
I was having a look around when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze, after which I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, when you visit, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort. Beware a light.
How is it possible to steal from Peeves? A poltergeist?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He has a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor. Whatever's likely to cause the most chaos. I found them after he ran riot through the library. Doubt he even noticed they were gone.
I need those pages, so I suppose I'd better meet you. Thank you.
Not to worry. I'll just need to be reunited with my body first. But Dumfries can handle that. See you at the forest's edge.
Sekizinci seviye olamadık abi. Saldırılarımızı arttırdık abi. Savunmamızı da arttıralım abi. Ve ne kadar çirkin bir gözlük de olsa. Evet, hayalci yasak olmak kadar takip edebilmem için silahsızlandırma büyüsünü öğrenmem gerekiyor. Evet, bugünlük de heyecanlı bir bölümün, daha doğrusu sırların açığa çıktığı bir bölümün sonuna gelelim. Bir sonraki bölüm karanlık ormana gidip o gizemli mağarada hangi yaratık varsa onunla savaşıp kayıp sayfaları bulacağız. Bugünlük de benden bu kadar. Hepinizi çok seviyorum. Umarım izlerken eğlenmişsinizdir. Eğlendiyseniz kanalıma abone olup like atmayı, yorum atmayı unutmayın arkadaşlar. Hepinizi seviyorum. Görüşmek üzere. Bay bay.